Alright, anyways. Deltarune. The first chapter. Is this some kind of chapter 1? Wait. Next you're gonna tell me there's a chapter 2. You're gonna want it. Oh no. Don't say it ain't so. Surely there's no chapter 3. Yeah, everything changed. Well, don't you? Well, why would you play chapter 1 anyways? Like, isn't it just like a broken and buggy mess? Sorry, I'm never gonna get over that tweet. I will never get over that tweet. It does have funny collision. But I mean, like, that isn't just chapter 1. There's funny collision in all 4 chapters. I mean, have you seen the green room doors in chapter 3? Anyways, yeah, we're doing some ACAR, because, I don't know, I felt like it. And I kind of just like all recruits in general, so it's a nice thing to pop out every now and then. Yippee! I love missing the 3rd crit. Wait, actually, no, it was for the Susie target. It was planned. It was planned. It was all planned. Studying improvements to make chapter 1 age a bit poor. I mean, like, you can also just see that as just, like, the game introducing new mechanics as it goes on, you know? It's like an RPG staple. Of course, fights at the beginning. Of course, like, the gameplay at the beginning of the game is gonna feel, like, more simple than, like, halfway through the game. There's an argument to be made about the visuals, but, like, I don't think it's that bad. I don't think it's nearly as jarring as people make it out to be. be that rate with number quality. Yeah. I was like, it's funny seeing people directly compare chapter 1 to chapter 4, and it's just like, well, yeah, of course chapter 1's gonna look a lot worse when you're comparing it to chapter 4. Because it's almost like there's 2 chapters in between that smooth the curve. Back at chapter 1 to, like, the real challenge starts after a half hour. Oh, you have no clue. Getting out of chapter 1 is the real challenge. Chapter 1 is waiting. Now, as a full team of people working on the game? Exactly. And almost like, you know, like, you get better at making something the more you do it. And the more you work on it. Isn't that, like, crazy? Box tech. I bumped and I still got Vuden. Actually free. But yeah, it is funny just like how often I come to bat for chapter 1. Starting to think I might like chapter 1 a little. I might like chapter 1 just a bit, you know? A little. A tiny amount. Just a smidge. All have the same chapter 1. Yeah, there's like minor deviations for like money routing, but this is all recruits, so money routing just doesn't exist. Yeah, because I fucked it up. Damn. I got Susie to death and I managed to fuck it up. To be fair, that attack can be a little funky sometimes, so... But yeah, like, chapter 1 doesn't change much in all chapters, regardless of category. Like, the most it changes is just, like, are you playing chapter 1 any %, or are you playing chapter 1 all bosses? It's only when you get into, like, niche category extensions that you start seeing a lot of differences, that you start seeing differences in chapter 1. But it is kind of funny though that chapter 1 is unchanged. It basically just means like you can just get a chapter 1 PB in an all chapters run. It's happened to me. Oh, this category. Hi, Ashley. Wait, streamer, why aren't you doing Clover Skip? Streamer, why aren't you doing ARMS? It's happened before. It's just less likely now that all chapters is longer. Yeah, okay. Dude, I love it when one of my inputs just disappears. But I know for, like, 1+2 ACMR glitched was a continuation of a Chapter 1 world record. Like, and like, the 1+2 era. Yeah, Spooky Sword is technically faster. In ACMR, it's like a few seconds, assuming you get 2-turn Werewire and the faster Giga Queen. I think they're low. But yeah, nowadays, like, you don't see people doing, like, continuing Chapter 1 to all chapters. One, because top-level players will play on demo, so you can't continue that into a 1 through 4 run, and also just because, like, the categories are a lot longer now. And usually you're getting a Chapter 1 PB, like, hours into a stream. So... good old escape split. Yeah, like, God, Chapter 1 has gotten really interesting developments in between now and the last stream. My goat Jack getting pacifist record and any percent record with arms. Like, what the fuck? RTA viable arms in the big 26. I got 25 with my legs. Wait, true. Do all chapter 1 in the actual categories decided randomly. So you just play chapter 1 any percent and then you just spin the wheel, except you can't do all bosses. This is Japanese. Trying to reinvent the Delta wheel. True. Racing is crazy, I'm leaving. I'm sorry! Listen, I've been playing so much Chapter 4 the past few days. So, hi, welcome in. This emote. I love the Gwei emote. I'm in the mine. I've been in the mines fighting Thorny Titan. You're definitely gold chapter. I mean, oh, absolutely. This is like a month's old PB from before 30 TPBS. You know, like people are like in love with other people or something. Yeah. I think I'm in hate with this too. Is a Homestuck. Is it really? I mean, yeah. Like, actually. Accidentally Homestuck, I'm done. Listen, I'm just saying, you can tell your Deltarune theory is good if people compare it to Homestuck. Soar! Hi, buddy. Thank you for the raid. Here with the gifts up the soaring sloth. Holy. Anyways, I'm gonna ruin all of my credibility and do Sacred and Ranger because this is all chapters. Recruits, so I do not need to get the thing. Do not need to get the revivement. Or actual R's. It's on my list soon. Whenever I'm like done with whatever I'm doing with chapter 4, I'm probably gonna go back to chapter 1 and learn like actual auto-run R's stuff. It's either that or I'm gonna like do 2MR. Or even disable auto-run. To be fair, I'm doing this for my muscle memory. I'm doing it for my muscle memory. Specifically with chapter 2 onwards. Because I can play the rest of Chapter 1 with auto run turned on. I do that in my solo Chapter 1 runs. Also, nice fucking split. God, it's so nice fighting a boss where I don't have to, like, die on the inside whenever I miss a crit. Can you tell I've been in the thorny mines? Bang. I think King was trying to copy the knight slash attacks. Ah, maybe. Dealing with Forney. I just want to let you know, on that first turn, when I missed those crits, I actually flinched. What is that song called? Carrying the Weight of Life from Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Chapter 4 any percentile is so fucking brutal. You press Z or enter like a frame later or earlier than you're supposed to while that shield is down. Congrats, you just lost 20 seconds. No, you can't do anything about it. Xenoblade 3 turns 4 this year. Oh my god, you're right. I keep forgetting that game was released in 2022, because I keep associating it with 2023, because that's when I first played it. In Chapter 4, any percent, by far. To be fair, like its competition is Jackenstein, and then the Sanctuary Rockwork Chain. But, like, it's, like, Titan is, like, a wall in Chapter 4. Even for just, like, finishing a run. Like, I still haven't been able to get a Chapter 4 any % PB, even though I literally have 2 minutes of free time saved from piano skip. Just because I can't get past Titan. Do I fucking interacted with the... Thank you for your luck. But yeah, in Chapter 4, any % glitch, I literally have 2 minutes of free time save because my PB was from before piano skip was allowed. And I still can't PB because Titan is just that hard. I used my free get past Titan, Forney Titan card on any % glitchless for whatever reason. Alright, I gotta remind myself that we're doing all recruits now in Chapter 2. I recommend it. I like Deltarune speedruns. They're fun. Doing all lost fruits. Okay, okay. So I'm running all items. Yeah, I really like Deltarune speedrunning. It's a lot of fun. I always recommend it. I feel like anybody can complete, like, a Chapter 1 run. Remember, this is no save... No Zenith Warp. Vibes-based category. Alright, anyways, I can't wait to do Throw Wire 27 minutes into my speedrun. Just a vibes-based speed game. When you think about it, that's just every speed game, you know, it's all vibes. Okay, I should not have even thrown that one. That one was on me, baby. That was all me. Thank you for your luck, Venta. Luckily, this is all chapters, so I don't care that I missed throw wire. Count as vibes based? Yes. Just gotta get good. Just gotta get good vibes. Going fine. Had a okay chapter 1. And you know, just missed throw wire, but you know, it's a car. Who cares? There's always gonna be something a little nostalgic about the opening section of chapter 2. He's driving his car when it's clearly a truck. Wait, is he stupid? Probably. I was gonna find that little opening section of chapter 2 in Cyberfield, just really nostalgic, just from all the speedruns I've done. Walked through that section of the game so many times.
Round 1.
Now watch this drive. Here connecting to remote. Wait, that's my favorite. That's my favorite number. Hi, Stuart. Guys, it's Stuart. Stuart, that's what we named that Vero. Like, specifically this Vero encounter right here. We named it Stuart. Yeah, real ones remember the Thorny run. I want to say that was like about a year ago now. I think it was right before Red and Yellow 2.0. I remember I remember that video getting a little traction after the Red and Yellow video popped off. Can't be a year old. I have bad news. I have bad news. Did you know it's also almost February? No, Red and Yellow 2.0 was January of last year. It's gotten some updates since then, but 2.0 itself was January of last year. I lost 1 second and I lost a whole ass turn. How's Red and Yellow doing? I don't know. I know they're working on 3.0, so. Oh man, when will this Vero learn how to aim? Except for all the times where it has properly aimed. Having a bad day, cut them some slack. No. Yes, yeah, that's base. Alright. Ah, I missed three turn. Yippee! Who am I trusting with my money? God. Cyberworld backgrounds are cool, yeah. I think it's like just like the jump between chapter 1 and 2 is a little nice because, like, you know, chapter 1 didn't really have many backgrounds. Which, you know, it you know, fit the vibe of that dark world, you know? It's not like it needed backgrounds. But, like, you know, the cyber world, you know, you're supposed to be like a cyber city, you know, you gotta really, like, sell that better. I should probably heal. Given that I have to do the solo pop-up. Damn, looks like I just wasted time healing. New Scott Pilgrim game for some reason. What? In the Big 26? Through the long. Hey, don't count it out. Also, here's how True Reset can still win. Not really. This game doesn't really have a defined 100% yet. We have like category extensions that are close to 100%, but like, you know, no like actual 100%. Like we have shit like all items. There's track of RTB. I guess the closest to like if you're just like doing like hundo in a single playthrough kinda is all bosses, all chapters, all bosses, all recruits, but that's a CE. So for me personally, something like all bosses, all recruits feels like pretty comparable to something like a 100%. Kind of mid. Okay, I don't remember the wire thing. We're getting a Freddy Fish collection. Oh my god, wow. You're right, gaming is finally saved. Probably take that off. I do need to swap around Iron Shackle for Giga later. They're drip feeding Virtual Boy games. I saw that. Drip feeding Virtual Boy games that you need the fucking headset accessory to play. What are we doing? Three paywalls. Like, for the Virtual Boy. In the big 26. Why are they even bringing it back? Because they want to. Like, I think it's a cool thing that they're bringing back Virtual Boy, because, you know, it's not like these games have ever been, like, officially released again, ever. Just, why so many paywalls? Yeah, it's a neat idea to have it, to add it into NSO. But like, come on, guys. Not even just why require you to use the headset? You don't need it. Like, you can, like, clearly they have shown that you can that you can see and play these games without the headset. No, the money for consoles, not saying any subscriptions. I mean, to be fair with Nintendo Online, like, if you just want the online part, it's just $20. Like, substantially less than Xbox and PlayStation. Like, if that's all you're interested in, and like, you know, like some NES and SNES games, but can't buy anything regularly on it. It's rough being a console owner in general, I think. Because, you know, Sony is too busy, you know, doing a Sony and releasing fucking over fucking $1 million PS5 or whatever. And then Xbox is Xbox. I think, like, the subscriptions for online in general is kind of stupid, and you can tell they think it's stupid because, like, and I feel like you can tell that like, a lot of developers realize it's stupid because, like, it doesn't apply to online, like, free games. It doesn't apply to, like, free online games, so... It's like, you know, like with this console generation, you know, Nintendo's been doing a lot of fuck-ups recently, but they still kind of win by default, because the competition is just fucking up even harder. Yeah, the whole gaming landscape is pretty, very questionable. And this is why, like, and this is why you support indies. If it weren't for RAM prices, yep. Hi, Gaster! Oh my god. I knew it would happen one day. I knew it would happen one day. I've been playing too much all bosses. Last time I played Chapter 2 was just a lot of all bosses stuff, so I just forgot. Also, like, I was thinking of fucking piano skip menuing for some reason. So I think I got my PC at, like, literally the perfect time, because it was, like, right before RAM prices skyrocketed. Although mine was also pre-built, so... But don't worry though, guys, I have the minimum amount of RAM required to play the new LEGO Batman game. I can't believe it's fucking a LEGO game releasing in the big 26, but that, like, on the Steam, the minimum specs on the Steam page did say a 32 gigabytes of RAM in the middle of a RAM storage. Like, what are we doing? Prodigy Waddle 8. Let's connect boxing. Oh, the air bubble pops quickly. Please. I am on my knees. Did Bubble ever do to you? Bubble's running out of stuff and floating towards the field of cacti. Can it float there faster? Please? Was it that one tweet saying like OpenAI is like rapidly losing money? It's like projected to lose like there's our projected to like lose like $20 million or whatever. I just saw that one tweet was just like, way to go, guys. Well, let's shoot for 40. Of course, get the one pattern that can't be one-turned. Good bit. This one's always the same, so... Here to the writer director, please. Very enlightening and interesting things. Yep. Well, I mean, you are right about the interesting part. Love Gooseworks, yeah. I could do a thing for good luck, buddy. What was that, 56? Bang, 2-turn. Now, if only I can get this in my solo Chapter 2 runs. True. That is true. Kucher Bless, real, not fake. Oh, I love being bad at platters. Alright, thank you for stopping by and thank you for the good luck. Have a good day. Saved by the laugh. about that the turn loss on the swatch things, but I got 2-turn mouse wheel though, so. Speedrunner did not say shit. Hey, I broke one of the pots, so that counts. Slow down, Lancer theme. I cannot hear it. Yep. I think it's meant to just sort of act as foreshadowing for rules. Alright. Alright, rules. This fucking guy. I tell ya. Penumbra Megalo... Freedom Motif Big Shot World Revolving? Now it's time for Wire Wire. Just Susie getting hit, that's fine. Freedom's just a Penumbra Phantasm for big shots in this world revolve. Okay. crits, please. Time for the fraud shackle. Shout out to you still need the shield crit with Iron Shackle equipped. Even with Iron Shackle equipped, it's so funny. The fraud shackle. Swap the Iron Shackle over to Chris. Well, I don't have to, but I appreciate the easier Giga Queen. Bang. So it's just the dead pixel. The dead pixel gets another victim. We are 6-7 seconds ahead. 6-7, 6-7. 5-1. Ball 25.
Round 1.
Fight!
Tier 1 for 48 months. bang. Alright. And now we wait. God, I love Chapter 2 speedruns. So, what's the deal with airline food? I get it, it's funny. I love comedy and jokes. Anyways, Chad, did you know that with Prime Gaming, you can sub to me for, like, free? Isn't that cool? Prime Gaming. Mug spelled backwards is Prime Game. That is true. That is a factual statement. Some of this cutscene is foreshadowing some kind of Titan. I like how Birdly was like moments away from creating a Titan in Chapter 2. No, but Ralsei was totally making it up, though. Oh, chapter... You thought Forney Titan was bad. We got Toony Titan. God, I love saving time because of 30 text box per second. That's his last name. No, yeah, that's Susie's last. Susie Gaster. Wow. My full name, it's Susie Gaster. God, it would be, I legitimately kind of want that to be her last name. It would be so fucking funny. Like, out of all of our predictions for Gaster and Deltarune and, like, his involvement, and it's the fucking meme theory that ends up being correct. Another mic on us. Susie Gaster being canon would just be so fucking funny. Those sleeping for like 100 hours. God, I wish. Hi, Delta. Thank you for the good luck. I think Susie Gaster is one of those joke meme theories that, like, being canon, like, wouldn't ruin the story or anything, you know? Man, I remember when this music mod made sense. If woke, why EP? That is so true. We're finally halfway to landing. God, I love 30 text box per second time save. Can you hear my eepiness, please? You are no longer eepy. Did it work? I just have to let that play out because this is 100% a new PB for 1+2 ACARG, like, you know, for like the 0 people that care about that category. Guys, look, it's Susie Gaster. Okay. I remember 3AR routing. These are our character Susie Gaster. Shout out women. Hearing Gasser as a last name would suck. AR, so I have to do the other Shadow Guy encounter. I'm getting girl medicine. Yo, based. Hi, C-Charm, welcome in. Congrats on the girl medicine. I don't even remember the time frame. You can't go back into the screen transition too fast, or else the encounter doesn't spawn. Into the wrong location 3 hours ago. Damn, that sucks. Well, at least you got it in the end though, so. They made goat medicine. Oh, based! True! Alright. Do I still got cooking in me? It's been a minute. Yeah, no, I do not got it. Unk does not got it. Your goat is washed. Barely got that one. Woo! Okay, this PB probably doesn't have fast cooking. I forgot that this last one fucking takes years to show up. Noelle used Snowgrave at my school, and now my school is now canceled. Wait, did it snow? I messed that up, but you know, it's fine. Hi, and it's glitchless, so I don't have to make the DBIS joke. I can't see my yard now, it's just a snow hill. Damn, it really snowed. One day I will learn DBIS. You know, whenever I feel like caring about Chapter 3 again. I don't know, I care way more about Chapter 4 right now. One, because I think it's just the more fun chapter, but also just because it's where I have the most time saved. In terms of, like, improvement. And even then when it comes to Chapter 3, I really only care about 3AB. Just because I think that is a legitimately fun category. Chapter 3 at 80% just kind of, like... I don't want to say it's bland, because, like, there's a lot that goes into Chapter 3 80%. There is a lot of skill involved, but, like... I don't know, it just doesn't really have the sauce. First 10 minutes of the run are hell, yeah. Like, cooking directly into DBIS is, like, evil. Like, you could argue that it's probably worse in 3AB because you have all of Sword 1 in between cooking and DBIS. But, like, I don't know. Early game portions of each chapter are hard on top level. Yeah. Woo, 1 cycle. Okay, 2 cycle. You know what? That's fine. I'll take that. I'd say in terms of, like, early games, like, I'd say Chapter 2 is probably the easiest I guess, because it's like Throw Wire. It's like Throw Wire and then Door Warp. But then again, like, main route glitch, it's kind of hard to define where, like, the mid-game begins, because, like, almost a third of the run is cutscenes. Because, like, you know, like, door warp into pot balance is it can be a pretty punishing combo. And then, you know, mouse wheel RNG, but, like, at that point, is it really early game? Skillful beginning to a chapter. Yeah. Chapter 1, like, it swings. Because, like, if you're just running Chapter 1 to run Chapter 1, then, like, it's probably, like, the easiest early game. But, like, if you're, like, running Chapter 1 to, like, get a good time, then it's, like... Yeah. Chapter 4 is an interesting one. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'd say it's hard just because, like, I'd mark Jackenstein as the end of early game in Chapter 4, and Jackenstein is a huge fucking wall. So, like... Mid-level Jack is hell. I'll explain after the song if I remember. as I was saying earlier, like, mid-level Jackenstein is hell for, like, speedrunning. Because, like, at a low level, obviously, like, you're fine with mistakes, you know? Like, you can afford to take Jackenstein a little slower when you're starting out. And then at a top level, you've learned to fight enough that, like, you're only getting hit, like, once or twice, you know? But then, like, at a mid-level, you're getting hit enough to where, like, it does just feel like an RNG fight. Because 3 hits is all Jackenstein needs to instantly kill your run, if all 3 of them target Chris. So I can have armor. Plus for gore. Okay, this one, we have to fight. I remember. I love 1 in 81. It's fun! But yeah, I'd say, like, for me personally, as it currently stands, like, Chapter 4 probably is the hardest early game to get out of, just because of Jackenstein, and then there's also, like, if you care about it, you also have the Gwei turn saves on top of that. But, like, Chapter 3 is probably feels like the most annoying early game to get out of, just because of cooking. It's 3 quizzes. This fucking guy. Alright, time for the non-binary aura farming. Look at them go. You're gonna be so dizzy. The family's fighting again. Ugh. Alright, 311. Okay, alright, that's fine. That's cool. Anyways. The 99 zap. I love reverse psychology. Right now for the real test. Do I remember the route? I should. Because it's basically just getting, like, every encounter. Yeah, this is glitchless. Can't get old. Toby was cooking a fucking 5-course meal with this song. One of, like, the best overworld themes.
Now my sub can legally drink in America. That's how that works, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yo, Darby, thank you for the tier 1 for 21 months. Like 2016, actually. Dude, Toby sleeping on Black Knife since fucking Chapter 1 release, like... Water cooler jump scare. Bubble. Bubble. I panicked in the moment because I brain farted. I had to figure out how to back that one up on the fly. Sometimes you have brain fart moments like that. Shelf shipping. I hope I accidentally built a shelf. Streamer, you're losing time. All right. Time for the funny fight. Damn. No, but surely this time, though. Bang, never punish. Nor forklift. No way, guys, piles? I mean, there are lights in the dark world. I mean, like, what do you think the searchlights were? Like, in, you know, in the room before the rules fight? Do you think they call them darks? Wait, no, what? Forgore, almost forgore. Alright, no sparkle, so I got everything. Alright, time for a normal-ass tenna. How the code. I just love that in my first ever Chapter 3 attempt, I was like... I got really confused when I got into that room, because I was just kind of mindlessly mashing because I didn't think the door would be closed, because, you know, up to that point I had only ever played the game, you know, while doing the mantle fight, because I got mantle in my first playthrough. So I was so confused when I was just mindlessly mashing it. I just happened to put in the correct code. So yeah, I've never played the little, like, 8-bit minigame there, where, like, you go through, like, the house or whatever. I've never played through that at all. I've only seen screenshots of it. I haven't even seen footage of it. And I know I'm not getting that turn save. Okay, this is definitely good. Yeah, losing health for Knight. Lamau. I feel like I remember Tenna going pretty poorly in my PB. I was in the same mindset as well, because I thought, like, you know, that there wouldn't be a Shadow Crystal. It was just going to be, like, you know, the Shadow Mantle was going to be the crystal equivalent, you know? Except, you know, I got S rank on my first try for all the boards. I played cooking, I guess, well enough. Because I also did a bunch of, I did like a bunch of the other bonuses as well. The game is too good. I forgot to do the secrets because I wanted to play the story. I also missed Gerson because I just kind of, like, forgot. Like, I found story progression, and then I just kind of forgot. And you see, that's why I will never understand the criticism that Chapter 4 doesn't make sense if you don't do Gerson. Streamer, you weren't supposed to... Yeah, Statue Gerson was a hell yeah moment. It was like, oh yeah, like, awesome. No, his final appearance made sense, but, like, you know, that's because I had context from Undertale, which, like, if you're saying it's poor, like, it doesn't make sense because you need context from Undertale or do the Gerson fight, then you're just moving the goalpost. This game is definitely clearly intended to, like, be played after Undertale, so... Yeah, I knew Gerson was strong as fuck because I played Undertale. I knew Gerson was a war vet. And the game also, you know, shows hints of it throughout the chapter as well. And, you know, it's just a common trope as well. Wise old man secretly being really badass and strong, you know. It's not like it says that Deltarune is intended to be played after Undertale. Meanwhile, when you open up the Switch version for the first time... Yeah, the place where it rained. No, but those are just references! Guys, that's just a reference! I don't know, I'll never get over my reaction to Gerson showing up, because, like, you know, like, you see, like, you know, the lights turn on and you see Gerson, I'm literally just like, Gerson? The Gerson? Or like that's almost like the exact same as my reaction to the fucking Spamton cutscene in Chapter 3. Like, you know, I see the deal maker coming out of your inventory, you see the fucking glasses fly screen up to like, Spamton? Really funny, the lesbians are lesbian in the corner, yeah. I like how Susie and Noelle don't discover the soul because they're too busy being gay. Why does this sound like an Into Scott the Woz video? You're gonna want to sit down for this one. You're too busy lesbian. Here, good luck. Anyways, I'm just gonna say it. I fell for the Carol Knight bait. The game got me. Tony got me with his trick. Hardest piano code in the game. Harder than the Gerson piano. How runs it going? Runs are going fine. Yeah, LDLDLR, yeah! This shit goes hard. When I was doing Chapter 4 attempts yesterday on my own, words cannot express just how many times I messed up that first piano. I never reset to it, but... I didn't even notice the antlers on the knight design, you know? Then again, you know, I was kind of, like, too busy freaking out that the knight was actually here, you know? So, you know, it's not like I would immediately like, oh, antlers, that must mean it must be December holiday. I don't even know why I touched the save point. It's just instinct for all recruits. Alright. Ba-da-ba-da-dum-bum. Bang. Luckily, I have the lodestones to help me with grazing for the Gways. I spent most of Chapter 4 Dark World in my first playthrough kind of just like... I don't know, I wasn't fully there. I think it was around when Second Sanctuary started that, like... I started losing brain power because I had been playing the game all day and recording. You play so much about 4. I like 4 AR. Then again, I just like AR in general, though. It's always nice to just, like, do all the fights. Because I like this game's combat, so... Any category where you do the fights is a good one in my books. Yeah, it is one of those, like... Especially at the top, yeah. It's also one of those, like, you have to remember so much. There was a lot you have to remember. Like, even in this run so far, I've already, like, messed up a few encounters. Just from, like, brain farting and just, like, forgetting the menuing. And I know in this category specifically, you also have stuff like the Mizzle climb cycle. You have to do like the wrong word chain, 2 Mizzle. 2 Miss Mizzle. You know, people do tracker bar TP. There's a reason I really only do that category in races with Ashley. Speedrun does. Hey, all items partially fights Miss Mizzle. But yeah, like with Dragon Bar TP, like, Yeah, I always, like, I really only do it with races with Ashley, like, just because, like, one, it's just, like, a fun little tradition. And also, you know, you have someone else there to keep you sane and to remind you of stuff. It is funny just how much of, like, the track of our TV races between me and Ashley is just me reminding her of, like, AR menuing and routing. Because for some reason, I can remember that. Hi, Jack. Thank you for good luck, buddy. All items is really fun. Like, it's a lot to remember. Like, even I have to have the guide pulled up at all times in that category, but, like, you do some really fun stuff in there. Alright, time for reading. Oops, I meant to spare. Oh, wait, no, I did. Okay. I, like, brain was thinking of something else. Oops. Happens. Yeah, I really like all items. I think it's just like a fun category. But I think I just like that I just like the stuff you do in all items a lot. Like doing fight Jevil, it's peak. I don't know. I just like you do Jevil twice. You actually get the fight. You get to do like fight spam to Neo. You have like a 4-turn. You have like a 4-turn queen that's actually like that actually feels possible to get without free red. Yeah, it is a lot. Oh, I forgot the tension bit. Good bit. Eh, whatever. No. That was muscle memory.
You're too bright. Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
I'm gonna be definitely losing time here. Because I forgot the tension bit, but that's fine.
Mamma mia!
I'm just gonna attribute that to like what am I thinking? I'm gonna attribute that to just being better at the game. Like being better at Jack and Slime, because I put a lot of practice into Jack recently. PMA? I know why though, it's because I didn't have the tension bit on my fucking chapter 2 splits. Alright, now we just gotta walk all the way over to Miss Mizzle. Who needs something like cool wrong warp chains when you can just walk? Ooh, to the left. Ooh, spooky. Good thing I ran 4AR literally last night. Alright, we're making up for lost time. All right, who's ready for the funny Mizzle clip? Okay. Oh, hey, I got a free healing item. Good thing you didn't miss Mizzle. Say that again? Streamer piano Anyway, shout out to anyways, a shout out to shout out to the Mizzle encounter where if they just both aren't asleep, you lose a turn. Is completely up to chance. Wait, I know you from Twitter? Oh my god. I'm not sure if I should take... I'm not sure if that should be... if I should take that as a compliment or not. But yeah, piano skip is a glitch. If you want to be like that guy and like get into semantics, it's technically not. It's on the same, like, it's technically not a glitch in the same way that long elevator skip in Undertale isn't. But it's a glitch. If it was intended, it's very poorly communicated. Actually, just gonna... There we go. Just so they can have armor. Doesn't matter for Susie, because she's gonna have Iron Shackle and PowerBand. Cutscene wasn't done. They needed a way to get the door open. Yep. No, I assume it's that. And I just like forgot to remove the function because like I feel like in a QA setting you wouldn't really think to like you might not think to use it like that. I don't know. It is something you do have to go like, quite a bit out of your way to like achieve. Because you have to use the sheet music and then not do the piano cutscene and backtrack. It's Papyrus. The secret tunnel. It's the the secret underground tunnel that Carol built with her mayor money. Jack Noir, big fan. That is a solid gold statue. Yeah, I just remembered that tweet I made about how dying to the night is optimal in Chapter 3 speedruns, which is a subtle reference to the identity of the night being Papyrus. Oh my god, December. It on settle on Death's Night. It took me a few days to settle on Death's Night. Even that's just because I saw discussion of it on Twitter. You know, I'm not really one for that type of theory crafting. I'm just here for Mr. Fox's wild ride. Shout out Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I'm so glad I mismenued. I'm so glad I mismenued. Hi, welcome in. Nice. Did you know Susie is simply the greatest fictional character ever written? True, I think. Alright. Toby's really good at making characters you can get attached to. Yeah. Yeah. Getting really attached. I had muted for a second. Susie, we need a trailer shot. Let's run. Good luck on Gerson. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. They really... Don't forget the mission. Kill the knight. Seal the fountain. There was such a good running bit from the yellow playthrough. It's so funny. Let's go save Undertale 2 stabs Roaring Knight to death. Toby's one step ahead of us. The Roaring Knight is already dead. All right. What amazing timing! What amazing timing! I think it's done. For gore. When the night calls, will you pick up the phone? It'd be rude not to. True. Yeah, looks like everyone. Kind of sucks that Chapter 4's visual cue for getting all the recruits isn't as good as isn't as good as the others. Because like the actual cue for it is something you have to interact with and read the text. There's no like visual cue for it. Because with Chapter 3 with the corkboard, it's shining if you've missed a recruit. And then, you know, in Chapter 2 you can use the Thrash Machine HP. Thrash Machine HP and Trashy. Because Trashy shows up if you have, if you're missing any recruits that are not Wearer Wire and haven't lost any. Oh, this one you just kind of gotta eye the stack. The stream is going well. There's already damage in this room. Those swords do set damage. Also, you get healed going into this. Like those swords do like a percentage of your HP. And then like the end of like the end of the Jack and Shine cutscene going into that room automatically heal you. Truth Fountain. There, I just had to take off my sweatshirt. Such a cool animation. It is. Man, this is like so not Toby core. Maggie Bart, Maggie Bart, so Maggie Bart, Maggie Bart, Marge. Who would have thought the Chapter 3 of those 4 trailer was fake if it had leaked? Yeah. Toby wouldn't make Tenna a TV head. Not my Toby Fox. Alright, that was pretty good. It's probably my best Titan climb too. Just going off of the vibes. I think the heart is off center. Yeah, that is Toby core. Alright, gotta actually like lock in. It's just easy. There was no worry. Oh, without, that was Penumbra Phantasm V2 by Surreal. I need a head, I'm motherfucking Grayson Boo. I'll kill you with my crew. I am motherfucking Grayson Boo. Alright, let's see, was this enough, though, to get the sub 3? On everyone's souls. On everyone's souls is a sub 3. Alright. Why didn't Flowey just absorb 8 billion human souls? Is he stupid? Yes. Yes, you can ignore Ralsei. You can just walk right by him. Oh, it's down. I don't think it is. I don't think this is it. I think you only save 2 seconds in this split from 30 TPBS. Wall? Goodbye, my sub 3. only Titan hadn't murdered Ralsei. If only Titan had targeted Ralsei like 3 times in a row. If only, man. Congrats on your 0303, saving 3 hours. Insane. Insane tech. And I think for the one gift sub. Big. This run is confirmed Christ-like. True! Promise to bring me mustard. You know, if I just stop the timer immediately, then, like, it's world record, you know? We all had world record in this category before 3 and 4 release. That is true. You know, this would have been record on June 5th, 2024. Not 2020. Yeah, duh, I meant 2025. I mean, I'm still right, but... Shut up, Gaster. Oh, it's your Deltarune. Oh, who gives a shit?